seamless transition. I need to play a few more. Oh, I've only played planned 4 relationships, which isn't great. Need to plan a few more. Yeah, I kind of, for me, relationships, I don't really plan relationships too much. I kind of let them develop naturally as I'm writing them. Like, I was writing this book about this girl who has the power to travel to different dimensions and stuff. And she has this friend who's a girl. And I never intended on, like, I planned I planned a male love interest, but I knew at some point I wanted this to not work out, for a lack of a better term. Like, but then her best friend, I just sort of accidentally wrote this chemistry between them, and I could almost feel like the supporting character was getting feelings for her, and I wrote it into the story, and it kind of turned into this huge turning point for the main character to find out that she's gay, you know, because she comes from a religious background. So it was it was a big, it was like, maybe 2/3 way through the book, and yeah, maybe 3/4, and it was a huge change for her, and it kind of becomes kind of a big deal. Um, I don't know if I'll ever get around to finishing that story. It was never meant to be as long as it ended up. It ended up being longer than my first book, and I was only halfway done. So eventually, I'll finish editing that one, release it for free. I kind of wanted it to be free for people, and then from there, I don't know if I'll like ever publish it. I gotta have both parts out before I publish it, because this I found a decent end point. I found like a decent end point for part 1, but it's not, the story just isn't over. It's not over yet. Failed way, I did, and I planned that the game because Albus and Ragnar, they got together, and their story is super long and important, set in a time during the main conflict between species. I assume is what you meant. All right, I'm starting to get real tired, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Pokemon for a few minutes. Hopefully, I'll get a freaking shiny. Oh, I gotta change my settings on Twitch. Jesus. Shiny give away. Complete Kanto Shiny Dex 104 out of 151. I'm gonna switch to Pokemon Scarlet. The outbreak dispersed, unfortunately. Bummer, dude. Bummer. Wah wah. Lame. Riolu. And then I've planned Silas and Ellis to get together because like the way they look together, thought they also had a cool dynamic. Nothing wrong with that. They're an older couple. I love them. Albus is my sweet baby child, and I could never do anything to hurt him. Right. I've thought of this character in my book, and I realized like a couple days ago that like I think I'm gonna have to kill him. I want there to be real stakes, and I really, really don't want to kill him, but I think I have to. I think I have to kill him. And it's gonna be really painful and it's gonna suck. But god damn it, I think I have to do it, and it's gonna I'm not looking forward to it. I need these. I only have the second form. Dumb little bird. Oh, Larvitar. Nice. Alright, we'll stick with Gen 1. Tentacruel. I don't... Oh, I doubt... Yes, I do have the first form. I could never do that. All this. He's been through enough. Yeah. Yeah, the one I'm considering killing off is young. And it makes it... I hate that this thought popped into my head, but I think I'm gonna have to kill him. There's these two characters, and they develop this friendship. They're both coming from like sort of equal standing. One of them has to die. And I think it would be sadder if the boy died. He's been abused, sold, and enslaved, needs a break, can't do anything. More than him. Yeah, I mean, once you start writing the story, you might feel different. Whoa. Why are there so many Slowpoke? Oh my god. Slowpoke. Like, this is ungodly amount of Slowpoke. This isn't even an outbreak, and there's like 15 of these little fuckers here. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's murder these Tentacruel. And get shiny Tentacruel. Oh, okay. Oh. They're up against the wall, which should make this a little easier. There's a bunch of dumb little bastards over there. You're funny, babe.
Are you laughing?
Yes, a little.
You hear that frog?
I did.
Wait, what? Fucking frog? I should get rid of it. What is that for stupid freaking, what you call it, the magic card?
What?
The trainers and their magic card.
Yeah, I hate it when you find the guy with 5 magic carp. Plus, his husband is a commandment, so I don't think anyone could even get to him. Plus he's the fairy king and the guardian of spirits now, so killing him would be hard. Kill him. You gotta kill him. His story means nothing and has no stakes unless you kill him. I'm just kidding, but you don't have to kill him. Fight. Are you gonna make me heal you? God. I'm gonna have to switch to a water Pokemon, aren't I? Actually, I can't. I can't, because I still need Flame Body. I need Flame Body. Egg hatch. I'm gonna have to count all my Kanto Pokemon again. I can't you be shiny? Why? I don't know. Jeez, okay. I'm getting muddled up with a lot of different Pokemons. No, you guys aren't even part of the outbreak. I mean, his husband is looking pacifism, so can attack anyone while he is around, or else they will fall to the power of the commandment. Right. All the more reason you have become. I'm just kidding. More so, I just don't know how you would. That's how. So like when you want to introduce the big bad, or someone who's really powerful, that's how you do it. You show them how powerful they are by killing this person who's seemingly unkillable. That's just one way you could. That's just a method you could use to show how powerful somebody is. Albus is an emperor level threat, and his husband, albeit weaker than him, ability. Yeah. So like, in X-Men First Class, there's this character who's supposed to adapt to everything, right? And so it's supposed to be impossible to kill him. But to show how powerful the big bad is, he kills the unkillable guy, which is really stupid. Because he's supposed to be unkillable. And it's just like a waste of a character, honestly. But, you know, that's just a sort of plot device. I don't know if plot device is the right word for it, but a plot device that you can use to show how powerful your evil guy is. Darwin, no, my baby Darwin, he was so sweet. Yeah, they kind of ripped. They just kind of fucked that character. In the comic books, he's like literally unkillable. Now, I feel like you could have, like, he could have turned into particles or something, you know? Like, I guess Marvel could bring him back if they want. They could retcon it, whatever, I don't care. But, yeah, it was stupid. Waste of a character. Oh, I'm getting tired. Kill the angel girl instead. Angel girl. Angel. I'm aware of the angel guy, but angel girl? Angel girl. Alright, all she had were wings. She wasn't useful. I don't even remember her. I know there was a guy with wings. I don't even know of a girl with wings. How far are you in your game, babe? Nice. Your starter was Torchic, right? Do you got any other Pokemon on your team that you plan on carrying to the end?
Sure, yeah. There's still a lot of good ones out there.
True.
Right now I got I got Beautifly, I got Bushin, and Puchiano.
Uchiha. Okay. Yeah.
This Puchiana that I found though at the beginning of the game got placed into.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I know. It's because this one has rare drinks, some type of rare moves.
That's cool. Yeah. Wow.
You know that mechanic now?
No. I don't know if it's a mechanic. I just thought some.
That where you find Pokemon where they're in the grass.
Oh, you can find Pokemon with like special moves. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I just didn't know you can find Pokemon with special moves using it. Exactly, she didn't do anything. You don't even know who she is. Yeah. Yeah, first class I don't think was considered to be very good. Which is funny because they introduced some good characters. Like, I think it's Days of Future Past. Apocalypse sucked, but Days of Future Past was like one of the best X-Men movies, and it was just all downhill from there. Like Apocalypse was lame, and the Phoenix one was lame. They can't ever do the Phoenix right.
I tried naming one of my Pokemon, man. Wit. They went weapon. So you know what I did?
Hmm.
They clicked or.
Nice.
Clitoris.
Babe, you're so funny.
I am.
You're so unbelievably funny. Ooh, I'm almost out of eggs. Eggs, I'm almost out of eggs. Why does it feel like you hate your girlfriend secretly? I just like giving her a hard time.
What I want?
Oh, this chatter was asking. This chatter asked, "Why does it sound like you hate your girlfriend secretly?"
You just like giving me a hard time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's just kind of our dynamic. We tease each other a lot. She's not my girlfriend, she's my wife, the mother of my child. I love and care about her deeply. No, I don't. Maybe I don't always show it in the most obvious way, but
stuff from Dan.
Yeah.
And we all know you like taking
Yep. I love you too.
that'd be crazy.
Damn you, Poplio. That's right. There's gonna be a Poplio event in Pokemon Go. Poplio. September 31st? Or is it August 31st? I think it's August 31st. They're gonna do a Poplio Community Day. And I'm gonna be all over that. I want that shiny Poplio. I wasn't trying to call you out. I was joking mostly. Yeah, it was a good joke. We're crying out loud. Where are the shiny Tentacruel? I think. Hey. Don't want to kill too many because then they'll just go away. We don't want that, do we? The shiny is very obvious. You make me anxious, I swear you're very hard to read. Oh, my bad. You're not the first person who's said something like that. Some people get the impression that I'm like always in a bad mood. I'm not. But I don't always emote. Oh. Fraggle frag. I don't want you. But you shouldn't be too anxious. There's a wall of separation between us, you know? It's not like we have to work together. What can I do behind my desk, my camera? I guess I could ban you, but I'm not gonna do that. You seem like a real cool chap. I had one guy. I talked to him for like 2 hours about like the immigration crisis in his country, and it just sounded so sussy for so long. It's like, are you? And he swears it wasn't about race. Lord knows, put me on blast. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. You're making all the same arguments that the race haters, you know, put out. He's like, I swear it's not. And then he went into this whole thing about how like you can have these problems by just being essentially a foreigner. And so what's it called? A xenophobe. So he was kind of just describing xenophobia a little bit. I'm like, I think you might be xenophobic. And he was just, I felt it took him a very long time to describe what he was talking about, and he insists it was because of a language barrier. And I felt like by the end I had a pretty firm grasp of what he thought and what his ideas were. And essentially his whole argument was because of this fear that, and I don't know if fear was the right word, but when groups of people come into a new country, there's division between them because of their cultures, and which is true, that does happen, and it's not exclusive to race or ethnicity. But he was essentially saying, but because of that, that distrust and fear that they should close the borders. And like he doesn't like immigration. I'm like, I think well, the things you are describing are not exclusive to immigration. Immigration isn't the problem. Therefore, you shouldn't shut down immigration. To be honest, I'm definitely a little racist. The amount of times I make fun of my own culture is wild. Self-deprecate, you know, like, making fun of your own culture that's not racist. I mean, it's not. I think if I kind of make fun of white people, I don't think that's racist. Black people have criticisms of other black people and their communities, and they're not racist for that. But if you like genuinely hate black people, or like you think they're too dumb to fucking change, then yeah, I would call you racist even if you were black, because that's some racist shit. I don't know very many people like that, but it's like Jesse Lee Peterson. I don't think he thinks that they're inherently stupid, but he's pretty racist for being a black guy. He's pretty racist towards black people. He just thinks that they're stupid and that they've done it, you know, they've ruined their culture and have made themselves stupid. But Jesse Lee Peterson is batshit crazy, and you shouldn't listen to like anything he says. That guy's mind is broken. Broken. A dangerously stupid individual. I just do the semi-racist Asian jokes. Yeah, I don't think that's like, if you're doing it against like your own race or ethnicity, I wouldn't call that racist on its own. Like if you have a genuine disgust or hatred for your own race and it can, you know, shows in some other way, then I mean it's all contextual. Context. Context is everything. I haven't seen the Am I crazy? Getting annoyed. Oh, the lack of shinies lately has been killing me. 2.5 hours is pretty good. I made a lot of progress on my book. Played a little bit of Pokemon. No shiny. But I did used to hate being Asian because people would make fun of me. Say I ate dogs. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's not fair. And that's not racist just because other people used racism to make you feel bad about yourself. That doesn't make you racist. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's not fair at all. On Tentacruel. No. No. Jeez. I feel like the shiny for this one will stick out like a sore thumb. I know that. I'm not gonna have to worry about that, which is nice. They're underwater, but it's really not so bad. You can clearly see their colors. Heavily offended my mother with my disliking and Now I think I would want to be anything else than what I am with my disliking. And now I don't think I would. Good for you. Love who you are, you know? Nothing wrong with you. Physically, I don't know. I don't know you as a person, but you're certainly not a bad person just for being a different race than me. We. Itch. I don't know, I guess I've just gotten more comfortable with myself and now I'm unbothered about everything else. So I think everyone gets more comfortable with themselves over time. That's natural. Yeah, I think for most people that's natural. Some people, I mean, if you're like a shitty person, then I think people get more uncomfortable with themselves and they become more destructive. But yeah. When you're like a cool person, then yeah, it's easier. Start to know yourself better. At least if you allow yourself to know yourself better. Some people bottle themselves up. Don't let them allow themselves to explore who they are, ask, challenge what they believe and stuff. I know a few people like that. Alright, after I have to say, son of a bitch. How dare you, Poplio? You sick bastard. Oh, where are the shinies? Don't make me. Really don't want to have to, like, make a sandwich, you know? Oh my god. I don't want to give up. I really, really want just one shiny. You play Pokemon? Crying out loud. Why? I just want a shiny. Give me a shiny. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've got every game ever made by Pokemon, minus the first games they released because one of those massive game cartridges are wild and also they are too expensive. Pokemon is decent, though it's kind of gone downhill after this gen. I think a lot of people would argue it went downhill a long time ago. I could do a whole fucking rant about Pokemon, its ups and downs. I do think that each game improves greatly on a lot of things, and then they fuck up a lot of the new shit they add. And sometimes fuck up old shit. But there's so many just like quality of life changes. I don't know if that's really the right word, Like these are some of the most accessible Pokemon games ever made. And that's a good thing in my opinion. But then there's so much they fuck up. Like they kind of fucked up the open world. It doesn't look good. The frame rate drops too often, and like a bunch of other little things that just really, really annoy and pester the shit out of me. And that's not even talking about shiny hunting. I have a whole another list of gripes in regards to shiny hunting. Because it's definitely the easiest game to shiny hunt in, but it's also one of the most annoying. Like, Pokemon can spawn behind you. They don't make any noises or sound effects. They don't sparkle. Which just makes, like, puts a lot of unnecessary, like, walls. Difficulty walls in front of you. The lighting kind of fucks with sprites. Or, fucks with the models and makes it hard to tell if their shinies are any different. I can go on and on. God damn it, I gotta go to bed. When I'm shiny hunting, it's so hard to stop sometimes. Alright. No, I think the first 3 gens were great. Gen 4's my favorite despite not introducing a lot. Gen 5 was good Pokemon, but also a lot of bad ones. A lot of people consider 5 to be like the greatest Pokemon game, because like it was kind of the peak of the 2D era of Pokemon, and there's some validity to that, I think. Also, the bad ones really 50-50. Gen 6 was good. Gen 7 was not great. Gen 8 got better. And we lost it again with 9. Yeah, I died. There was a lot of good. And a lot of really frustrating. Like, essentially having 18 badges... basically having 18 badges is super cool, and having them divided into like different ways, like you got your traditional 8 gyms and then 5 of these like team boss battles and then 5 other like super bosses was really, really, really cool. And each of those is divided into their own stories. The characters and conclusions are decent, but the story themselves, the build-up, is kind of mid. And then the final, and then the characters from those stories, we all come together at the end of the game. And then the story, the actual stories were pretty decent, especially compared to the last couple generations, which I couldn't give a shit about, story-wise. So they had that going for them, which is pretty cool. I really, really hope they keep that trend going in the next mainline games with like 8 gym leaders and essentially having 18 gyms, 1 for each type. Pretty, please. I really need that. Because it's just, like, this game is packed with content. And it is addicting to play. The post-game stuff is good. The DLC was really good. There's a lot of good things about this game, on top of all the super duper frustrating stuff. Alright, that's it. I'm done. I gotta go. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I will see you around. Peace.